Hi guys, how are you doing? I'm recording the sessions after a long time, so I'll be uploading some more tutorials guys. Search in YouTube for bug bounty tutorial Uday Datrak. I have already uploaded 78 lessons guys. So now we'll talk about basics guys, because I already covered how to check for hundreds of security issues and how a website can be hacked. Like before going further, we need to know some of the important concepts, like how long will you take to find out the security issues in a web application. Let's say if the client asks you how long will it take for the security testing, let's focus on that guys first now. Okay, like the security testing, there are two types guys. One is authenticated security testing or authenticated penetration testing guys. So here the client will give you the username and password. You just have to simply log in into the application and check for the security issues in the features which are shown, like log it. When I say features, those are the login page, logout page, password reset link, or change password page, or forgot password page. The other one is, and the duration of this particular application depends upon the number of pages in the application guys. Actually I take 4 days, 1 day for 4 dynamic pages guys. And 2 days for 8 dynamic pages, 3 days for 2 dynamic pages, plus additional 1 more day to check for to check brute forcing or guessing files on the server guys, and for reporting. So if there is a 4 dynamic pages application, so I'll be taking 2 days including the reporting guys, to brute force or guessing files on the server. Files nothing but those could be the features. If there is some sensitive feature is found, then there will be so many security issues can be linked to it. Yes. So the second category of security testing, now you know how long will it take to find out the security issues in a particular application. So when the client says, you ask the website and then you ask for the number of features, so if he doesn't know, then take some time, ask the website and say that you will get back to him by end of the day, and write a mail saying that these are the features are identified, so for these features I'm going to take these many number of days. That's it guys. The second one is unauthenticated security testing or unauthenticated penetration testing guys, where the client will not give you the username and password, and it is your responsibility to break into the application guys. So here it could be two scenarios. When the client is not giving the credentials, you need to find out the files on the server, or you need to do brute force for the passwords for particular account, or else you need to brute force for 1000 common usernames and 1000 common passwords, or else you need to brute force for 100,000 common passwords for a particular account guys. And the duration of unauthenticated security testing will take a lot of time, because you're gonna do all these features, like it's like shooting in the dark kind of thing. And you can also complete unauthenticated security testing for 2 days, whatever you can do it. Whatever issues you can find, or if you can't find, that's okay, because the client not given the credentials, and the duration can go longer because there are many checks needs to be performed on this. So here the tip for you is, if the client is not given the credentials, if there is a sign up page, you can easily sign up and then you can log in and you can see all the features. That's one scenario. But for an admin page, if there are features like WP admin, WordPress admin, most of the websites will be having the WordPress admin guys, so that can be vulnerable to some of the issues. So since the client is not giving the credentials, you can brute force for common passwords, for default usernames, because WordPress login page is vulnerable to user enumeration, so you can guess for 100,000 common passwords on that. And so this is about unauthenticated security testing guys. So if the client is not giving you the credentials, and if the client doesn't have the budget for many number of days, then you can do it in 2 days. You can see whatever you can find it. Later I'm going to show you tactics how you can find couple of security issues quickly in unauthenticated security testing. And the duration of the security testing is depends upon the number of pages, second thing, and the very important thing guys, you need to know about the technologies like Cloudflare web application firewall. Now I'm going to talk about these things. Let's say if an application is vulnerable to cross-site scripting, SQL injection, and all these issues, local file inclusion, right? So you know what all the payloads can be sent to identify the security issues. But if a website is hosted beyond, like protected by the Cloudflare firewall, then even though if your website is vulnerable to cross-site scripting or SQL injection, all your attack vectors will be blocked by Cloudflare firewall itself guys, or we call it different. Another one is WAF, web application firewall. So in order to check for such security issues in sub applications, it will take longer duration because you need to try each attack vector. If it's get blocked, then you need to try another vector. So for that, a tip for you is you need to search in Google for Cloudflare bypass XSS, because no one will ask you in the interview like how do you check for XSS, because most of the applications nowadays they are protected by the firewalls itself like Cloudflare. So you need to search in Google for Cloudflare bypass XSS payloads, and then you need to check for that. Like, so here blindly, a tip for you is in the interview someone will ask you like what are bypass payloads for XSS, SQL injection, local file inclusion, SSRF. You just need to remember at least one payload guys, that's more than enough. You don't have to remember hundreds of payloads, because for every couple of 2-3 months they get fixed, they will add the new rules and signatures to protect from these attack vectors, the latest attack vectors. So how do you know whether the website is hosted by the Cloudflare itself? So I'll just show you a trick guys. Let's say, okay, can you see this image guys? It is saying as sorry you have been blocked. It is not the security feature in the website guys, it is protected by the Cloudflare, and on the same page you can see somewhere as Cloudflare here. So this is how you're gonna know that whether the application is protected by the Cloudflare or not, or else you can simply ping the particular website guys. If it starts with 104 dot, that means the application is protected by the Cloudflare. So when you are doing like brute forcing, your IP address will be get blocked if the application is hosted by the Cloudflare. Remember that guys. Then you'll have to use some another different, like it starts with 104. That means this application is, this particular website is protected by the Cloudflare firewall. And if I try to guess the files on the server, or if I try to check for basic XSS or SQL injection, they'll be get blocked guys. So like 90% of the times even the experts miss the security issues like SQL injection, cross-site scripting, because the duration will take longer time, and these are the issues cannot be, the automation tools payloads all will be detected by the firewalls itself guys. So now, and another way to detect the particular host is protected by the Cloudflare is in the cookie you will see something as CF equal to. In short, CF stands for Cloudflare. So you can also guess. Now I told you the 3 ways to know how to identify a particular website is protected by the Cloudflare. And second thing is, like I also told you, if you do the brute forcing, your IP address will be permanently banned. Then you have to use it the last, you have to brute force in the last stage guys. So, or else you can ask the client to whitelist the IP address guys, to whitelist the IP address, because Cloudflare will block your IP for brute forcing or any attacks like network scan, network port scans kind of thing. And I also told you, don't worry if you cannot find the security issues if the application is protected by the Cloudflare, because the client will give you only the shorter duration, guys. In that duration you cannot do everything manually. So now this is